Hello, and welcome to your introduction to Content Area Reading, EDUC 650. I'm your instructor, Carrie Schultz. Our online dates started on June 29th. However, our official online activities and assignments will not begin until July 6th, and we are online until August 14th. Our face-to-face dates are 3 days, a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, July 27th, 28th, and 29th, and we will be meeting at Viterbo University in room 404 of the Murphy Center. When we meet for those face-to-face days, you'll need to bring the textbook, whatever materials you feel you need, a notebook, and some kind of device, whether it be a laptop or a tablet, but some kind of technology you'll need to bring with you. When you enter into Moodle, you will see that there is a general questions for Carrie forum underneath the course information. That area is for you to pose any questions that you have for me that you feel the rest of the class may benefit from. There's also a link to email help if you're having trouble getting into your Viterbo email, and a student tutorial for Moodle, for navigating Moodle and figuring out Moodle. If you have not accessed your Viterbo email, everything, announcements and things that get posted onto Moodle are emailed out to your Viterbo email. So if you have not changed your primary email address, if you want it to be different than your Viterbo email, you'll have to do that in Moodle. What we're going to be doing here is giving you a brief course overview of what you'll be encountering throughout Content Area Reading and quick synopsises of the big projects. So our objectives in Content Area Reading is to discover the literacy connections to content reading. Reading instruction has become an integral part of reading in the content areas. Many times it has been left up to the ELA teacher at the middle and high school level to teach reading, but as time has progressed, it is not solely the ELA teacher's domain. We also are going to talk about the adolescent learner. When we are talking about content areas, those are the disciplinary areas in the middle school and high school, so adolescent knowledge is extremely important. We will also be talking about multiple intelligences, differentiation, and brain research. When you're in the middle school and high school, just like the elementary, you have learners of all types, and reaching them is extremely important. We will also be touching upon some different study strategies that you can teach your students to help them to dig deeper and learn more about their subjects that they're learning. Our online components and expectations are as follows. We'll be having discussion forums that you'll be participating in. There will be assignments, reading assignments, presentations to watch, lessons to watch, things of that nature, and then turning in class reflections or a journal assignment on those. Sometimes you'll encounter a quiz, and typically my quizzes are ones that you can have multiple opportunities to retake so that you can get the most amount correct as possible. And there will be different journal articles that you will be reading and excerpts from different resources as well. The next few slides, I'm going to be going over the big projects and big assignments that you'll be completing as the culmination of this course. At the end of the syllabus, you will find rubrics for all of those as well. So it's important that you take a look at those so that you can understand what the expectations are. One of the first big assignments is to participate and explore the reading room. The reading room has been put together by Doug Buell, who is one of our foremost experts on content reading. And in the reading room, he has provided us with a plethora of instructional reading strategies for teachers to use in the content areas. There are tons of different ideas, and along with explanations and sometimes even examples for you to be able to utilize. What you will do is when you enter the reading room, you'll choose 6 selections from there. There are about 30 plus different instructional strategies that he's included in his reading room. And what you'll do is when you've chosen those 6 selections, you'll teach the class how to use them. You'll provide a summary for each selection, which includes the importance of what that strategy does, the application to the classroom, whether it's something that you use before, during, or after the instruction, and then provide handouts and samples if necessary. Make sure to take a look at the rubric in the syllabus for more information about this. I will also be giving more information when we are getting closer to presenting the information that you have found from the reading room. The big culminating piece for content reading and the piece that you will be putting into your ePortfolio is your constructivist unit. What you will do is you will create or modify a content area unit that you can use in your classroom. It could be one that you already have. It could be one that you see yourself creating in the future, or if you are not currently in a stable, permanent position, it could be something that you feel like you could use within the classroom. And what this unit is going to show us is it will reflect the ideas gained from the class so that you can better showcase your knowledge about reading in the content areas. Half of this project will be creating a text set that you'll be using in teaching your unit. And we will talk about text sets as we continue throughout the course. What you're expected to do is to create a slideshow in order to showcase the ideas and modifications with the rest of the class. The resources that you'll need to use in your text source need to be those beyond just the textbook. The text set should include each of these following resources: a magazine article, a picture book of some sort, poetry, a website students can access as a resource, a nonfiction book, trade books, so you need more than one trade book. One trade book that would be below level for your struggling readers, and one that would be at grade level for the other readers in your class. And you can also, of course, include any others of your own choice. If you have a special encyclopedia you like your students to use, or special reference books that you want to incorporate, a graphic novel, those types of things. I will be providing you with a text set example and format so you can see how to structure your text set. So that is half of that final project. The other half that you will need to include within your presentation is an explanation of the research and significance of activating background knowledge, the importance of vocabulary, using instructional strategies in the content areas with the adolescent learner in mind. You will need to include the essential questions for your unit, what vocabulary you expect the students to have understand by the end, and then what is the background knowledge that all students will come into the unit understanding and knowing in order to be able to better access the information that you're teaching. Within this other part of the presentation, you'll describe the differences between reading as a concept and reading as a process, the transition of the readers from the elementary to the middle and high school level, and the importance of continuing that explicit reading strategy instruction in those upper levels. Make sure to refer to the rubric once again for information on grading of this presentation. The other assignments and activities that will be included within the course are the journal assignments. Everyone will start out reading the same journal article, entitled Reading Comprehension, What Every Teacher Needs to Know. And you'll be completing a journal write-up on that journal assignment. There will also be class reflections you'll participate in, online discussions, and face-to-face discussions. You'll have readings from Subjects Matter. Some of those will be happening online. Some of those will happen in person. I will be providing you with different excerpts from different resources that I have that are important for you to understand about content reading and the adolescent learner. And then when we're during our face-to-face days, there will be a lot of practice and interactions with some of those instructional strategies that are important to use in the content area. So here's a lowdown of what you will need to do for this week. The first thing that you'll need to do is to watch this introduction presentation about the objectives and the big projects during this class, which you just completed. The second thing is to participate in an introductory forum. In this introductory forum, you'll just be introducing yourself, who you are, what you teach if you currently are not in a permanent position, what you hope to find yourself in the future. Also include the reasons for why you are taking this course. Your initial introduction in this forum is due on Thursday, and then over the course of a few days, you'll need to reply to 2 others by Sunday evening. The third thing that you'll be doing is you'll be watching 2 of the presentations. One presentation is on the adolescent learner, and the other is on content reading. You will not see those here on the screenshot. I have not uploaded those yet. But make sure to watch those presentations, because the fourth thing that you'll be doing is you'll be taking a short quiz on the information gleaned from the presentations on the adolescent learner and content reading. In this quiz, there will be a time limit set, but you can take the quiz twice so that you can get the most amount correct. The quiz will be open on Wednesday, and you'll need to have taken the quiz, your final quiz, by Saturday evening. The fifth thing on our agenda for this week is to read the article Reading Comprehension, What Every Teacher Needs to Know, and then do a journal write-up with it. This journal write-up needs to be turned in by Sunday evening. So that's a lowdown of the course and what you will be expected to do for this week. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the general questions for Carrie or email me as well.